Now, Charlie eventually did return to Boston because today's commuters buy these Charlie cards and Charlie tickets, so they won't have, as it says in the song, an endless ride while dining on sandwiches handed through the window.
As far as the politics go, I know that they steered away from that. They were very aware of what was going on in the world, and they were conscious of making sure that they didn't kind of get on any kind of tricky ground as far as the politics go. That is probably why the trio was such a financial success, because they appealed to everybody.
Selling isn't a new game to us because every night in our performances and our concerts, we're obliged to sell ourselves and our music to the audiences. So we felt that if we could maintain the same energy level, we'd be able to do the same thing for 7-Up.
We were very lucky in getting the 7-Up commercials because we had wonderful experiences with Buster Keaton was on a couple of the TV commercials, and the whole premise of the TV commercials was that we always got our 7-Up and Nick never got his.
Take a thirsty man and serve him 7-Up. When he wants a fresh, clean taste, just serve him 7-Up. Noon or night, 7-Up is right. A quick, refreshing lift. We're thirsty now, but we won't be thirsty long.
The Kingston Trio were an enormous influence on generations of musicians and singers and players. I mean, their music was so accessible.
All the kids went out and bought banjos and guitars, and the sales skyrocketed in those instruments. I remember when the Kingston Trio's albums were coming out, like a couple times a year. I mean, you would know when it was going to come out. You'd run down to the record store, get that record, run home, put it on the record player, and you just move the needle back and back and back. Listen, what is that thing he played back again? What is that? Just sit there and just devour that album and look at those pictures, read the notes. And the only other time I ever did that was with the Beatles.
Another great influence in a roundabout way, of course, was fashions, what they called Ivy League fashions. The Kingston Trio popularized striped shirts, which was really funny because the only reason they were wearing striped shirts was it was the type of outfit that they could all get together very quickly. But that started a craze in that, and before you know it, everybody's wearing striped shirts and button-down collars and that clean-cut look.
Kingston Trio had the striped shirts, which gave them that crystal clear identity. And I thought to myself, hey, we need an identity. We'll get striped shirts too. So we kind of stole their idea, but you know what, it worked.
I'd do my act and then introduce the trio. And invariably I'd say, now ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to 3 young men that I've been working with for the last 2.5 years. I love the way they sing, and they like the way I do their shirts.
The magic of the Kingston Trio was the natural energy that was created between them, that personal chemistry. And they really loved what they were doing.